In the mid 80s, I took a distance walk to clear my head, and it was up and down hills in my grandmother's town because I was visiting her. And from that moment on, I was hooked. I loved it. It was on an incline because it was hills, and I loved it. Since then, and for the next 40 years, I was a distance walker. I loved it. Now, this was in the days, you have to remember this was the 80s. So these were in the days where distance walking was sort of like a taboo thing to do. People thought you were weird if you didn't ride, do a lot of riding in cars, and you wanted to walk instead. People thought that you were some kind of weirdo or something like that. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to walk, and I wanted to get fit, and I wanted to clear my mind. I wanted to sort my emotions, and I really decided that that was my thing. My thing was getting fit by walking, and just balancing my feelings, and seeing how many miles I could walk every day or every other day. And that was my thing. That became my thing for the next 40 years, was distance walking. And let me tell you, all people wanted to do was give me a hard time about it. They would always bring it up, like, why are you always walking? And I added bicycling to it. I decided to bicycle to and from work. So people thought, that is so strange. Did you get a DUI or something? Why are you bicycling? Like, why don't you have a car? And people thought that was odd. Now, I also raised my son like that. When he joined the service, he did really well in boot camp. He did well in basic training because he was the fittest one there. So he did really well with everything that he did because he was in tip-top shape. I mean, they didn't have to whip him into shape because he was already in shape, and he was the fittest one, and he was the one who did the best when he got there. And he loved it. And everybody else there was complaining, and he was doing great. I mean, he had super strong legs, and he was really strong, and it's because he grew up walking and riding bikes with me. And so for me, I was always fit, and I was always, clear-minded, and that was my passion, was to do the walking and do the bicycling and all that. And I did it, for decades, and people didn't understand. They treated me like I was some kind of weirdo for doing it. So the message that I want to give tonight is, if somebody is treating you like you're weird for your passion or whatever you're doing, as long as you're not hurting anybody, just keep doing it, because now everybody's saying, get your 10K steps in, and people are all about walking now. It's just like they're finally deciding that it's a good idea, after I did it and got a hard time about it for years and years. I mean, people used to, just give me a really hard time about it, just treat me like a total weirdo for doing it. And now everybody's like, yeah, that's how you stay thin. Well, duh, that's how I stayed thin. I was thin for years because I walked. I mean, that was my big secret. And so anyway, so if you have something that is keeping you going, something that is just like your raison d'etre, your passion, your cool thing that you do, don't let other people give you a hard time. Just go ahead and keep doing it. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say, and I wanted to just hopefully just be a voice of encouragement to you today. And I hope everybody has a beautiful day. Bye-bye.